Hello and welcome to the pre-show. How's everybody doing? Let's see. Nice. All right, I am looking. Oh, let me see. How do I get to my live stream online? I don't know. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. Um, I got distracted and I don't know if I have a movie for today. Uh, so we'll see. Chasing. Where's the G? I wonder if I could start labeling it as like maybe I can start adding CTW to my searches. Maybe. Maybe. All right. Hold on. I'm almost ready. I almost fall asleep. That would have been amazing. Yeah, I'm back. Um, I do need a movie though. So hold on. Let's go. All right, let's turn the screen on. Let you guys see me. Um, let's do a couple of things first. We gotta turn on this monetize thing so I can get my 50 cents. Okay. Let's check out some of the analytics real quick. So what's interesting is like the shorts are helping for sure. So whatever I did with the SEO stuff, it seems like it's helping the shorts more. Um, so I guess that's pretty good. I have to take a look at some of the other screenshots I had, um, just so I can see how the regular videos and the live streams are. Ooh, there's a live stream video. Regular views. Okay. Anyway, so all right, so that's on. I am gonna try to play a trailer today. We're gonna see if I get kicked out for it. So if we do, I'll bail on it. But sometimes it lets me do trailers because we got something interesting coming out on Wednesday, and then let me think real quick. I don't even know what the show's about today. Well, I do have a general idea what the show's about today. Um, Me think, me think, me think. Um, I mean, I don't want to not do a movie. So I keep talking. So what I'm talking about is the last 2 weeks I'll drop a movie reference in just because, just have some fun with it, and I'm having fun with it. Um, what would I do? Feel free to throw in the chat during the pre-show. See if there's a movie I can find. I don't like watching the like. I have to watch the feed on the TV just so I can see what it's doing and where I can see myself. And then what I don't like is okay, never mind. I can skip forward. Um, let's see. I think I'm trying too hard to find a movie. Why does the view count not work on this one? I don't know. Let me see if I can fix it real quick. All right. I don't have to fiddle too much. Okay, if I just copy this and then put it back to default, okay, and then I repaste it, will it work? No, no, it doesn't. I have an idea. Hold on. View two. That's so weird. Why does that do that? All right, so turn this one off. I wonder if it has to do with like any of the other scenes that we have set up. All right. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Is it a little small? How big do we don't really like it that big, right? Hey, thanks for the 8 of you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you. Love you. Mean it. Oh shoot, what was that on? I just watched that movie. Oh, that was hmm. That could be one movie reference. Nobody's gonna get it. Lasagna and Hammer might get it because we just watched it. Uh, anyway, we got about a minute to go. Yeah, award-winning podcast, Chasing the Whimsy every Monday. I gotta update that because we gotta put Megan in there. Megan, shout out to Megan, dude. If you haven't listened to today's episode, fucking genius. It was so much fun. I'll talk to you about that here in just a minute. I can monologue that right before we start the show. Yeah. All right. All right. Hang out for 30 seconds, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Oh, and then I also have to get this website up. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Standby. I'm going to change the screen, but this is Nooners, Whimsy Nooners. Um, I'm going to drop. I talked about it last week. I want to drop the Whimsy live, but I do want to indicate that it's live. So next week the title screen should be slightly different uh, because I want the in the title and the description, I want to indicate that it's live in case like goes back to the SCO discussion from last week. So yeah, keep an eye on that. So last night was probably one of my favorite recordings in a while. Like there, I like I really do enjoy all of the recordings, like all the podcasts, the Whimsy with the Z's, the movies that made us, all the live streams I absolutely adore. But yesterday's episode 133 with Megan was it's like what like like it was weird. I'm on a creative high as of right now. So everything there's so much creativity happening right now. Um and lots of try getting kind of back to the whimsy roots of like let's just try to see if I can do it. Um so go back listen to 133 after this episode. It is on YouTube. There was a it was a Ben themed episode, not Ben a theme about Ben. It was Ben came up with a random theme and didn't tell anybody until the very end. So the I started this idea of a challenge episode, and I'll put them out periodically. Go to listen to the episode. I gave you most of the answers at the end. So as you're listening to it, trying to think about what is the possible theme or pattern emerging throughout the episode. And then if you can message, email, text, or in person, I don't care. Tell me what the pattern was. But the answer to this week's challenge episode would be what one thing was missing. Hint, you think there's two, but one of them actually isn't. It's a play on words. It's like we've already predicted that Kelly will be super upset when she finds out what the answer is. Um, by all means, throw it in the chats, and I'll even comment on them. So, because it would be kind of fun to see if I can remember what all of them were. Grandma thought it was Q. It was not. That was me asking uh, Megan if she can ask any random celebrity a question. What question would she want to ask them? So, um, oh, that feels comfortable. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. So, yeah, keep an eye out for those challenge episodes. I think they're fun. If if you think you know what the answer is, um, huge props. If you could tell me what the uh, why the second one isn't the answer, why there's only one answer. But hit me up, give me the answer, which one is missing, and like I don't get a lot of like a group of engagement on these things, so I don't know, like the first like one or two people, man, who get it, I'll send you. I got all kinds of cool merch. 2, 3 weeks ago, we looked at the inventory list of everything we got. I got some notebooks. Hey, shout out to Lasagna for buying a book on Amazon. She really enjoyed the Sarah Cat. So, um, the one that she bought was an official first edition. I have a few extra laying around, unofficial first editions. So it's technically the same book, but technically one that you can't buy. It's exclusive. I'll throw a couple. I'll throw a notebook in, some stickers. I got some pixes. So hit me up. I'm like I dare you guys to try to figure out what the answer is. Like I dare you to let me send you something for free. That's all I'm saying. Um, I mean it's the first one. I mean I'll even cover like okay. To be fair, most of the people who are probably going to answer it will be local, so I'll cover the shipping. But if you're not local and you do have the right answer, like I'll cover some shipping to ship you out a couple of books and some sweet merch. But dude, episode was so fun. Um, what was the title? And then like I'm so cheesy. If you go back and look at the title of the episode, like it's the dumbest. It's the dumbest thing. Um, YouTube. Let's do. It's no. Oh man. But it was a dash whim dash z. So it looks like it's a whimsy, but it's basically A to Z with a whimsy in the middle. Like it's so dumb. I thought it was clever. But like that's a Ben title. Like uh like I know SEO doesn't like that title because it doesn't there's nothing to it. There's nothing they can tag on it. There's nothing that that title will promote. But fuck it. I love it. I absolutely love making titles for episodes. It's probably on the top. Ooh, that'll be a fun episode. Like top oh, we could do that. Top five things that we like doing about the podcast. Obviously mine will have more. But I do enjoy coming up with movie title or episode title names. Uh, I got a pen and paper now, and this is like top five fave things about pod. Uh, so anyway, uh, Whimsy Nooners, this random show. I'm just gonna talk to you guys about my week, some projects, and there's a lot of stuff happening. Like I'm in a creative mode, so I'm just like creating stuff and having a blast. Um, some stuff on TV, and I got some updates about some other stuff on the back end. So let's go and get the show started. Getting to know me. Yeah, let's find out what I've been doing this week. Get to know me. Um, I have been working on the website. So this would be uh, one of the thumbnails that I use on the homepage of the website. What's interesting about it is we take a look at it, Chasing the Whimsy podcast and Whimsy Studios podcast network, and there are samples of all the shows currently on this network. Okay, I like Whimsy Studios. Hi, mom. Um, I like Whimsy Studios, but I'm now getting to a point where I just want to call it like Whimsy, just drop everything, just keep it simple, and just do Whimsy Podcast Network. So, if that's the case, I got I got two internet domains that I'm paying for the next year, and I'm just bailing on it now. So we're gonna play with the name a little bit. Right now, it is technically Whimsy. Like I'm playing with Whimsy Studios. Um, but yeah, as the regular show, Mind Pockets. Mr. C, Cine Amigos, and Whimsy with the Z. Uh, I'll show you more of the website later today. But I've been working on this. It took me. I spent quite a bit of time on it, um, and I'll show you what that means. But I'm actively pursuing officially starting the network. What else I did this week is so two things. I got Secret Project coming in. Um, it should be shipped. I should have by midweek. You should see within 2 weeks if I can do it correctly. And then uh, Hooked with Love with Liz, who did the crocheted Patreon gnome. She's making more stuff, and those will be coming in the next 2 weeks. So um, Mind Pockets on Saturday. I mentioned like I have the better part of the next year's worth of Patreon merch. Um, it seems like it's a lot, but it's only really six because I only give them out every other uh, month. So the cycle is only 2 months, so there's only six of them. Um, but then it gives me the opportunity to come up with more stuff, or use them for something different. Um, because these things are going to look cool, and I don't want to hold on to them too long. Um, I'm already upset that I'm holding on to the movies that made us a little longer than I wanted to. We just recorded an episode Saturday for Pool Hall Junkies. So I'm gonna start. I'll probably start releasing those. I really should just do once a month. No, no, I'm gonna go every other week. I think on a Wednesday, you'll start to see movies that made us. So, um, but just yeah, projects, merch coming. Like it, I'm excited for you guys to see them. I showed mom, grandma picture of one of them. So um, it's gonna be cool. I got to figure out how to uh, play with the. I'll definitely need a green screen, but I got to figure out what the whole presentation of it looks like. So I'll show you glimpses of the elements of the new project. It's a me and Sophie project. So Sophia and I will be hopefully podcasting a little bit more, shooting some video. So uh, it's going to be pretty. Like I'm super excited. If you guys don't like it, I don't give a shit. Um, because it's one of the coolest things in the world, and because she's like the coolest thing. Like 5 years old, man. Like her imagination is like the coolest. So I'm gonna tap into that, and I think we're just gonna have a blast. And then the last thing I've been doing is season two started of Whimsy with the Z, the award-winning Whimsy with the Z. Um, Mark dropped on Friday. Danielle will be dropping this Friday. Dean, Alice, the rest of the month. Have not heard from Pinky. I don't know if she's coming back. I know when we left off with her, she had the move. She moved in with Dad's new girlfriend and kids. She's working. It's her senior year. Um, so she's just doing more stuff. So 100%. Doesn't have to be here. It'd be nice if she came back, maybe every once in a while. But right now we have the 4 recordings of them. Um, okay, season two is gonna be interesting. Danielle's episode Friday is one of the best conversations I've had with her. So make sure you listen to her episode. She is amazing. Um, everybody is like, if you followed season one of Whimsy with a Z and you listen to the first episodes of season two, like crazy differences in like just overall confidence and interaction. So fucking mad kudos to those kids for coming back again. I am working on a fifth kid because I do like the idea of a fifth kid. Um, not the fifth kid just for a fifth kid. I like the idea that we can introduce, like, I want it to feel a little bit more inviting. Like, oh, every season there's one or two new kids. So if anybody else is interested, I'd love to fucking bring more people in. Um, like, God forbid we ended up with like 10 kids. Like, I don't know if I can handle 10 interviews every month with these kids. But like the idea that we have one of the OGs recording with everybody every month and kind of just like I don't. There's a lot of opportunity, I think, with the podcast. Um, so check it out. It's a good season. I think we're going to enjoy it. Um, I did ask for some topics and some ideas. So some of the things we're going to hit. Um, we want to rage out about something. So there's going to be an episode where we just rage and complain about something. I don't know what. I guess they come with whatever. Um, there's a very small like politic talk um, that I will reel way the fuck in, but I almost invite the idea of where their politics are. Um, just eh, not to give my opinion or to go one way or the other, but it's the idea that what is it that kids are identifying or are they focusing on during in the world? So we got some that will be able to vote for a while, but what is it that they're paying attention to? So there's an interesting aspect to it. Um, so even though it would be politics, I think it's going to be kind of more like not their full stances on particular policy, but just kind of gauge like where do they get their information, who they talk to, um, and kind of get into those things because I do think it is important that kids are semi-aware of what's because like shit's weird now, man. Like it's a weird year. It hasn't even been a full year. When did he sign in? He gets president-elect November, but he doesn't get signed in until like January. It's not even so. It's like less than a year, and like everything's falling apart. So it'd be interesting to see what they talk about. And then not October. Okay, hold on. We're in September, so we have to record September episode this month. No, September, October. In October for November. So in 2 months, I've asked all of them to bring in a friend or a guest. So, um, and what's interesting is of the like Dean, Danielle, and Alice are all like, absolutely, we would love to bring somebody else on. Alice did, what I call her Joanne, but Dean and Danielle were even asking like they're actively pursuing someone to bring on. So like year one, they wanted to have done that, I don't think. But year two, they're all about fucking bringing a friend on. So 2 months, it's going to be Whimsy with the Z and friend. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun year. I absolutely look forward to it. Um, there's some real life happening with Alice right now. She has a high school. Nothing bad, just like what's the worst thing you could do right out of high school? Like not have a job. So well, yeah, we're just gonna play catch up with all of them. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good times. Um, that's pretty much all I've been doing. Is I made sure those were all edited, posted. Um, I'm finalizing some merch ideas and getting some stuff shipped, and played with the websites. Oh, overall, not a bad week for the bed. That's funny. Is there a commercial? Is there a commercial?
Tired of the same old predictable podcasts? Dive headfirst into the wonderfully weird world of Mind Pockets. Ever wonder what goes on inside the mind of a slightly off-kilter individual? Join host Ben as he unlocks the chaotic collection of thoughts, ideas, and random musings he's captured throughout the week. Each week, Ben unleashes the Mind Pockets, a playback of the week's most bizarre and brilliant internal monologues. He'll react, analyze, and unravel the madness, giving you a front row seat to the unpredictable landscape of his brain. Get ready to explore the uncharted territories of Ben's mind. Mind Pockets every Saturday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on the Chasing the Whimsy YouTube channel.
Pocket watch. Okay, so last week I kind of why it took me 70 weeks to figure it out, I don't know. And you know what really kills me? There's a fucking goddamn mind pocket. You guys were here on Saturday. Like it for weeks I've been talking about something and I just realized like I've been dropping the ball. That's all. So um the what I'm gonna try to focus on pocket watch, one new thing, one old thing, and one thing coming up. Um and then or like two new things. No, something that's coming up, something new, something old, and something coming up. So, uh, because I'm diving backwards. Um, I watched Blacklist from 2010. I watched 8 seasons of that, and I'm missing the last two. I don't know if I want the last two. Like that show dropped off hard. Um, so yeah, just let you guys know what's on the internets. Okay, something old. Holy crap, this show was so good. This show is dude. This is charming. Um, 5 seasons, just over 100 episodes. There's a couple 17 episode seasons. There's a 15 and like 222s. So, um, this show is absolutely amazing. Came out in '04, ran 5 seasons. That's Will Shatner, James Spader, and Candice Bergen. And there's more people on there. John L., who's in Night Court, he's on it for the last 2 seasons. Um, Back in '04. Okay, here's what's interesting. Back in '04, this is a 20-year-old show, and there's so much like there's a lot of politics involved in some of the cases that they're trying, and it's wicked. It's super crazy because they're still relevant today. Like there's a weird writing on the wall. Like you watch it and you're like, this show had to have come out in the last like 5 years, and it didn't. This thing's a 20-year-old show. Um, Will Shatner and James Spader is probably the best duo on TV that I've seen in forever. They are my favorite two-person duo. James Spader wins a Emmy for the first and fourth season. He is fucking brilliant, man. Candice Bergen is awesome. She hung out for 4 seasons. It's a very easy watch. The It's a little all over the place. I think it got placed in drama, but it could have easily also played as a comedy. Um, Kind of similar to how like Bear, right? The Bear they consider that comedy versus where it's probably more drama. James Spader steals this show, guys. This is amazing. What is super interesting, and I don't think like he didn't give me credit for it or anything. Um, but Hammer, he started watching the Blacklist, and he's into like 4 seasons, 5 seasons. So because he has a thing for James Spader too. I 100% texted him last night and was like, "Stop watching the Blacklist. Check out Boston Legal because this show is freaking good." Like it's so weird how good it is. I don't know. It's super smart, super witty. James Spader. because it's a they're lawyers, right? So you get these courtroom scenes in every episode, and the way that this man James Spader gives a closing argument is fucking gene. Oh, it's so good. Like if you're like, oh, I don't know James Spader that much, or I don't know that much. Like Google it. There's a handful of them. They'll just give you the full like 6 minute speech. He is so good. Um, I wouldn't mind going back and rewatching it. To be honest with you, there's so many. It's such a fun show. You can find that on Hulu right now. Oh, that's not supposed to be on there. I did not watch this. That was the Thursday Club. Um, Task. That's the one I was watching. This one's new. So this one's on HBO. That's Mark Ruffalo, and I forget this guy's name. It has potential. It's definitely uh, there's a darkness and a grittiness to it. Ruffalo is kind of like a washed up FBI agent. You get this other guy who looks like he probably did some time. Um, so Task is Ruffalo's creating a task force to find this other guy. Episode one is on HBO right now. Um, it's an hour six. It wasn't slow. There's shit happening the whole time. But they did a lot of introductions. Like here's the FBI guy, here's his team, here's so it, I think it's gonna be fantastic. Um, a lot of people are kind of like ravenish about it right now, so I'll keep up on it and I'll let you guys know in a couple of weeks if it's a. Oh, I could do that. I could do something new, something old, something coming up, and then I could do like a update to be like the 1 month keeper drop to be like, hey guys, a month ago I told you about this show. Fucking drop it, it's no good. You know, um, I don't know. It has promise. It's HBO. HBO typically has a pretty decent miniseries, limited series. So uh, keep an eye on it. Task. All right. This one comes out on Wednesday. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I didn't play the trailer for you guys last week, but I wanted to. Um, and I'm gonna try and play the trailer for you today. So uh, we're gonna we'll see. Um, why is it not wanting to read the screen? Oh, there it is. Okay. Um, yes, full screen. And then if I do it correctly, you need. All right, here's where I get a little not confused, but I have to make sure you guys got volume, but I don't. So monitor off because it's gonna play regular. All right. Check out the trailer. I think it's gonna be amazing. Charlie Sheen, yes, the highest paid actor in comedy on TV for years. He had that huge mental breakdown. Like he was the most talked about thing for like a year and a half when he fucking fell off. When did he fall off? It was like God, it wasn't even that long ago. It was like what 6 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago. Like like two like 2019, maybe I don't know. It does seem interesting. This one I'm excited for. Mom's excited for it. Comes out Wednesday, so I will watch this thing first thing at midnight. Uh, God, I just hope they don't water it down. Like the Brat documentary, right? McCarthy, MacArthur, McCarthy. he did the documentary about being in the Brat Pack. Like that looked like it was gonna be so good, and it was so bad. This one hopefully gets good. Hopefully it's a nice, good tell-all. So we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. But check that out. So you guys got your one old, which is Boston Legal, 100%. There's nothing on TV right now for the next like 2 weeks. We got some more stuff coming up in 2 weeks. A handful of stuff coming out in October. Check out Boston Legal. 100% the coolest show I've watched in a long time. Absolutely adorable. You have to get through the first 3 episodes. What I did not realize about Boston Legal is it was a spin-off of The Practice. So when it started, there was a familiarity about it that I wasn't aware of, and it was because like, oh, we've already followed this character for like 8 seasons on this other show. And fun fact, James Spader won an Emmy in '03 for his role of Alan on The Practice, and then won the first year on Boston Legal for the same character. So he won back to back Emmys, 2 different shows, but the same character. So, fun fact. Another commercial?
Get ready to meet your new favorite storyteller. Introducing the brand new podcast, Storytime with Mr. C. For most of his life, Mr. C has found pure joy in sharing tales with friends, family, students, even strangers. Now, he's bringing that lifelong passion directly to your ears. On Storytime with Mr. C, you'll join him as he digs up forgotten classics, hopefully creates some wonderful new ones, convinces a few special guests to share their incredible experiences, and takes us all back to the very beginning of what makes a great story. Find Storytime with Mr. C today on Spotify. Prepare to be amazed, entertained. It's more than just a podcast. It's an invitation to simply hang out, connect, and remember the simple pleasure of a well-told story.
All right, so I'm going to take a rabbit hole because it's not really, well, maybe. It's not so much a discussion. Um, the rabbit hole we're falling down today, everybody, is the website. So, playing with the SEO stuff, um, what we ish kind of learned is Google, the internet, they're tracking keywords, um, images, like whatever like the content of the website. So one of the things, uh, so part of the idea was if somebody is searching for a podcast network, I need to make sure that we are now saying that it's a podcast network. It's all about the language that you're using, uh, so that Google and the internet can start moving me further up on the search results. So I'm just gonna kind of just walk you guys through the website real quick. So I did post it on Patreon, some updates to it, but boom, nice Jason the Whimsy. You got all the different shows here, and then as you kind of scroll down a little bit, I stayed away from the reds. This used to be like a kind of like a maroon red. Um, the blues are a little bit more inviting and not as aggressive as the reds. But I have to update this page. Uh, so right now, I did reach out to Cine Amigos and Mr. C, and I'm asking them if they want to officially become part of a network and see if we can officially launch it as a network. So when we do, I'll update the podcast schedule with all their stuff. Right. So like right now we have the Mondays, Fridays with the Z, uh, the occasional Wednesday, but then I can also go in here and put in their shows. Um, Mr. C drops on Sundays. Typically, Cine Amigos also on Sundays. So we'll update this page a little bit. But we have Jason the Whimsy, the original CTW Original Podcast. Uh, Here, I wanted to make sure it was like Gen Z because we want people searching for Gen Z podcasts. We got a bunch of podcasts on here. We got Gen Z, so maybe this starts popping up on some feed. Story time with Mr. C is coming soon. Cine Amigos. I need to figure out a new uh, like thumbnail for this. Got the Patreon on here and some contact stuff here. Now we're like, oh Ben, but don't you have like the cool comics and shit? Yes, we do. Here we got the Whimsy Doodles. We got Sarah's webcomic here. The photo gallery. Some of the different people that we work with, like I like to maybe put in a um, what should we call it? Happy design. Asking for a discount, and I'll put them on here. And then when you click on it, it would auto link straight to her website. So the idea of like, here's the what I'm hoping for is the idea of the podcast network is like, look at who all we're working with. We're recording with local independent podcasters. We're um, we're utilizing small businesses for merch ideas. Kind of give them a platform a little bit. I want to do some stuff with Pix the Gnome eventually. Obviously, you could type in your email and get subscribed. So every time something new comes out, um, you'll get an email. And then on the bottom, which is actually kind of cool, is on all of the pages that you'll see here in a minute. Um, you can click on all of these, and it'll take you straight to that page. So, like, as far as like trying to find the podcast that you want, it's everywhere. So here's Whimsy with the Z, and this one posts the last 3 episodes. Shit, 5 episodes. Um, and then below it, oh, this one I have to still update. But let's look at Mr. C. So his is a little darker, right? His stories. So I went with some black. I wrote a description in here because we want to make sure they've got storytelling in here, friends and family, uh, and then on I got his feed, so you can actually listen to his episode straight from the website. So this gives him an extra outlet for people to find his podcast. And then you're like, oh, I do like his podcast. And then you can click here, and it takes you straight to uh, what you would call it, his thing. So like a lot of traffic, coming through. Hope the idea is that we're going to use the website to filter a lot of traffic to all these individuals. And this is one of the things, right? So what this has done now. Here's the stupidest thing about it. You know what? Let's hold on. Let's do this real quick. Where is no no? Never mind. I was gonna try to put my camera on, but um, my picture is too big and would cover most of the screen anyway. So remember when I was talking about the SEO stuff, they have backlinks, right? So what's interesting is now this website has the internet is looking at how many other websites, right? How many web pages have links to your Spotify page? Like, boom! Now we're creating backlinks for everybody. And again, at the bottom of here, you're like, oh, this is kind of a cool one. What's Cine Amigos about? Boom! We go to Cine Amigos, right? Got a nice little description. We got credit for Eddie Wan on here. Uh, Podcast, movie reviews, and then I can go in and update. You can actually watch the last 2 episodes that they've posted. I got to play with a little bit of the descriptions here a little bit. I don't know if I like the full description, but this is what they talked about in the episode. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things they talked about. So part of the idea is hopefully you're like, oh, I'm looking for a new podcast. Let's just look at what Whimsy's offering. And now you can legit listen to Mr. C. Like you don't have to write it down and go to a different app and find it. Like you can listen to it from the site and or click the link, they'll take you straight there. So same thing here. You got their last two recent updates. They're on YouTube. So part of the idea is I'll get with them and be like, hey, let's get you on Spotify because Spotify does the video podcast now. So it's just a matter of like, let's put them out more places, and then I can add um, similar to Chasing the Whimsy, right? I have a link to all of our podcasts. So you can find us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud. I don't think the SoundCloud one works anymore. So I don't think we went back back did it. But look, Jason Whimsy has 3 episodes. So yeah, I mean, I spent the night on it. It was fun. It was entertaining. It's something. It definitely screams more podcast and more podcast network. Has like it definitely has a more network vibe to it because it has all the different shows. Obviously, I'll put Mr. C, like the author or who, like their names on it. So I'll play with that a little bit. Obviously, the Patreon's nice, so that way we can link it up to the Patreon. Um, then the other cool thing that I did. So I think I want to take this page off, the about us. But hey, whatever, fuck it, you keep it there. So you're like, hey, you want to email us? Send me an email, right? Let us know how we're doing. Take a second, let us know. So super easy. But then, right, because we want to try to expand that network a little bit. Boom. Are you a podcaster? Reach out and join our podcast network. Um, little hello there. And then this is the coolest thing. Click on this link, and motherfuckers, look at that. You could book a 1 minute interview with me, or I got to play with the. I can take off the interview, right? So it's just me book your CTW meeting, right? So if you're a podcaster, so JJ's like, hey man, Uncle Ben, I'm ready to start podcasting again. I'm like, hey man, go ahead and jump online, uh, and we'll figure out. So he's like, I'm busy this week. He's like, hey, how about Saturday the 27th at 1, we hang out. So then he'll throw his name in there and submit it, and then I'll get a linky link, and and then I'll update my calendar. So now I know I have a meeting at 1 on the 27th. Like, how fucking cool is that? The thing's set up for like what 3 months. Um, what this does also is I got 3 people on deck for possible guest interviews. So it's nice or when I go to the cons. We got a couple cons coming up. I can just send people the link, right? I can send them the link and let them schedule their own time. So um, if we meet any of the authors, um, AJ, so AJ from Fan Fusion, right? We want to get him on. I can send him the link and then he can schedule his own time. I do have it open like, oh, I got to take out this section on Mondays. Um, you're like, Ben, aren't you working? Yeah, but it's a week out. I'll put in a vacation day or a long lunch or come in late for an hour. Um, you know, I don't do anything. I'm like the loneliest person in the world. I can definitely find time at 9 a.m. on a Thursday to meet with you if you wanted to. Um, and then I'll record all the way up to 6 o'clock. So, I mean, it's all pretty cool stuff, man. It's potential. Um, these are all my contacts for Facebook, Instagram, all those. So I get all these links, and then I'll put them on, Cinemigos. What would happen is, like right under here, I would put all of their tags and their socials. So it'd be like Cine Amigo socials, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Um, I should have Nikki run through this once just to kind of play with some of the colors because I don't know if I like the blue on blues, but some of the oranges are too bright. The reds on the front page I think are a little aggressive. Um, we got Kit in here. We got her comics. We have four. I have four new comics. I'm gonna wait for a few more and then re-release them as a season two. Um, we can show more. I gotta get some of her info so I can give her a place for her stuff. And now she has a backlink on the internet. Um, Sarah, if she ever wanted to come back, um, a small description of her and all of her comics. I do know that I do need to fix and update the the pictures page, uh, photo gallery, because this thing is like not user friendly at all. Like this is the junkier gallery. Um, it's supposed to auto rotate. Okay, that moves pretty fast. That's not so bad. Um, I think some of it is I got to update it. What is interesting though is if we wanted to you know, uh, maybe Mr. C goes like crazy big. We can make all these miss like that could be a Mr. C, his merch, his contact info if you wanted. Like you just have to scroll down through them. Like there's a little bit, there's some flexibility in the website's super user friendly. Um, but I got some creativeness, some freedom to kind of add more and more of their stuff. Um, if you guys listened to the episode on Monday or today, I did talk to Megan briefly about podcast networks, right? So I don't know what the business model of it looks like right now. Right. So right now, I have to go in and update Cine Amigos every week because uh, theirs needs a link to update their videos. So when their new episode comes out, I have to move this link over here and then put in number 6. So there's going to be a little bit of work in that I have to update this thing weekly, which I don't mind doing. Uh, so some of the questions are that I have, like I'm working on, is what should we call it? Most podcast networks, like we use Oddball or Odd Pod Media that Jay Sargent them use. So when you listen to theirs, they have some commercials that they pipe in. So, um, but iPod Media will get a percentage of the overall ad read revenue. We don't have any ad reads as of yet. We did practice ad reading yesterday, so we can get better at those. So hopefully we can entice some people to want to advertise. Um, oh, maybe I can get Ming Chen. Like, can I get Ming Chen to fucking? Maybe I'll do. Oh, I need to do an interview with Ming Chen. Like, that's obvious. Um, like how cool would it be to like come down here and be like partnered with a shared universe? Like I don't know. Um, so I don't know what the fees are looking like. I don't know what like monthly, yearly. Like I think there's nothing crazy. Like again, we're not at a place yet where I mean, like here's what kills me, right? Um, if I went to Odd Pod Media, I don't even know if they would even like accept me. And they're like, you don't have enough followers or whatever. So and or what if they're like there's 50% of the ad revenue. So of the $50, you guys are gonna get 25 of it. And it's like, well, so I make what, $25? I make $100 a month. Like I'm not actually looking to make $100 a month. Um, okay, hold on, I lied. Like, what if we like you keep your own? So Cine Amigos keeps all their own ad revenue, right? But then they just pay like a membership fee. So I'm still working on it. I don't know. Um, we'll figure it out. Um, again, most of the stuff I don't mind doing. It's not like it's not nearly as hard as I'm going to tell you it is. um, like I needed the non-creator page, but the website, the Patreon's updated a little bit, so and then I can put some of their stuff on Patreon, help promote them there. A lot of it's the idea of like everything that we've done year one, right? Is um, everything we've done for 2 years, right? The idea behind the network is to give them a 2 year head start of where they're at. So if we could do, and if our podcast on Spotify has 180, and we can get those 180 go somewhere else and over there. Um, like mom subscribes to Mr. C. She listens to it. Um, probably not repeats, but you know, start one, hit the subscribe, follow. Like that actually does something. You automatically get the weekly download, so you'll kind of get the download number. You won't get the the listen numbers, but whatever. It's a start. That's all I'm trying to get at. Is um, it's interesting. I think hopefully the idea is that people want to come hang out. So if anybody's listening, you find this, um, and you want to like fucking hit me up, man. Hit the contacts, hit the link, schedule a meeting, and we'll hang out. We'll figure it out. But with that email, with the online appointment thing, what that does for me now is it lets me schedule all of the Whimsy Z kids, let them pick a time when they want to record. Um, and then the family tree project will get a little bit easier for me because I can let them schedule it. Um, so I don't have an assistant. So uh, I was able to find, there was a couple of places. What's nice is I don't know if Google had it 2 years ago. They might have. But there's a couple of different sites for a very small fee would do your calendar for you. But Google lets me do it all myself. So I do look forward to a point where we have so many podcasts that I do like that I could start hiring someone to be like, hey, I need you to schedule all these meetings. I need you to send out the emails and the links for all the email or for all the interviews. Hey, I need you to update the website weekly. So uh, I don't know. Overall, it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. So, but that was the first look at the updated website. And yeah, so these are all the snapshots. I showed you the whole page. Um, but I did reach out to both of them, and they're interested. So those are the highlight pages.
Pull up a chair for passionate film talk. We're thrilled to announce Cinema Amigos, the exciting new podcast that's about to become your go-to for all things film. Join host Pablo and his friend as they embark on an in-depth journey through their most beloved movies. Each episode is a lively conversation filled with unique perspectives, insightful analysis, and an undeniable love for cinema. If you're ready to deep dive beyond the surface and hear fresh takes on classic and contemporary films, Cinema Amigos is your perfect listening companion.
Oh man, I moved the camera. Hold on. Where was it? Was it down here? Where are you at? Hold on. Where's slideshow? Camera needs to go right above. Now I'm just moving this stuff all over the place. Okay, boom. Nope. Under. Where you go? Where'd you go? I broke it. Camera under slideshow. The slideshow on top. No. Just above. I don't know. It's supposed to overlap differently. Okay, there it goes. Oh, because I gotta move the other one. Anyway, Andy, Nikki, your family, Megan, your family, Joyce, and Froggy, C1 Booster, Violet, Courtney, Dad, Kit, and Lasagna Hammer. Thank you guys for the supports on the Patreon. Oh shit! So I mentioned we're gonna do some patches. Like we're doing a bunch of patches. Okay. So here's the map that I was telling you guys about on Amazon. Can't see. Okay. So this one. Hmm, sorry. This one. I can just fold it. Jesus, Ben. So this one and this patch are coming out for this month's September Patreon. This one has a nice embroidery. This one is it's still an iron-on patch, but it's an iron-on vinyl. I would love for this one to be embroidered, but there's a lot happening on JJ's original logo. I had this one done. I feel bad that I fucking never told JJ that this logo wasn't. I knew it was good, but I ever fucking deterred him from not using this one. So, um, huge shout out to fucking JJ. Like this one looks cool because it's embroidered, but this one's definitely the better of the fucking patches. I did make one for suggested articles. I have a couple of extra of these, so maybe I can give these away. But we also have just the gnomes, the logo gnomes, and then a Sarah cat. So I don't have any more of these. I have there's one lost in this house. I don't know where it is. There's one here, and Sarah has two. I should have 8 more of these, so maybe this one will go out somewhere. But yeah, we're gonna do all the logos. So we got Whimsy with the Z and Mind Pockets eventually coming. So we'll put those together. So if you guys, when you guys get your patches, or when I sell extra patches at any of the cons and stuff, and you're like, well, I don't know what the fuck to do with these things. So then that just stacks of them, right? You're like, hey, you could buy a $9 mat on Amazon. So I'm excited to fill out the rest. I just kind of kept all the logos on the one side, and then the square logos, and then the regular logos on this side. So I don't know, it's gonna be fun, but display that bitch right there. So check out the Patreon, man. Get some sweet patches. Um, we got patches. We got some more crochet stuff coming again, like I said, and wooden tokens in a way. So right now we have patches, crochet, wood. So we have 3 different types of merch that we keep using. Um, I did get a request for more coasters. So maybe I'll do a run of 2 or 4 coasters again with some new logo stuff. What designs would we use? Like some Ming Chen ones, like a Ming Chen coaster would be sick. He'd dig that. Um, Hiding pics. So there's, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But we're getting close to the holidays. Uh, Modify that. People who create our merch, right? So the uh, Laura with Happy Designs, Liz with Hooked with Love. Um, this is the time of year they get super busy, right? Because they're just making fucking shit for Christmas. They got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas coming up, so they're just making all kinds of stuff. So uh, that's why I went ahead and prepaid for like the next couple cycles, is because it'd be a pain to get into them now. So um, yeah, we'll figure it out. Trying to think. I do like the coasters. Um, if anybody's interested on any of the other previous merch and you're signing up and you want any of the other stuff, let me know. I have extras of some. So, new people, sign up, reach out, and I'll sell you the extra old stuff and put them in your next cycle gifts. And then I think this is the page I updated. Maybe. Hold on, where you at? I just took off all the goals, man. It's like fuck the goals. Let's just focus on boom. We've raised $268 this year. Um, there, I'm trying to figure out like where can I tell the story of why this change like specifically made. There's a there's a weird. I'm trying to think. How can I do it without saying anything wrong or bad? Maybe not. Um, I think for the Patreon aspect of it is just refocusing and getting away from so much from the goals and just really highlighting what Jason the Whimsy and the supporters have raised. So, would we like to reach 500? Sure. If this thing shot up to 1,000, um, like I guess that kind of gets like fucking junky. No, oh, like, to be fair, if someone was like $1,000 fucking charity, I'll give it to you. 100%. If everyone wants to give me a fucking $1,000 bucks. But yeah, so boom, holiday. So I'll update this a little bit more and play with it. But yeah, we're just gonna focus on that we've raised $268. Man, um, talked to mom this morning. It was fucking crazy to realize we're like almost done with the year. We're in September. Tomorrow is Halloween. The week after that's Thanksgiving. And then like the day after that, it's Christmas. You want some cool gifts for Christmas? Sign up for the Patreon. Those all of our fucking things are fucking fun gifts. Um, what are we doing? We have so the next couple months are gonna be busy, right? We got we don't do a Thanksgiving episode because I don't have the kids. We do a Halloween, we do a Christmas. I have no idea what we're doing for Christmas. Halloween is already it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be my finest hour in uh, game preparation and organizing an episode. Very few pieces of paper laying around, shuffling around. It's going to be all put together really nice. So Halloween's going to be fantastic. It's going to be amazing this year. I think Liam and Megan will have fun. Is there a chance we can get Kelly on there too? Oh, yeah. I'm working on Kelly Megan gnomes for the logo. So uh, there's just a lot of like, I'm happy, man. I am fucking killing it with the creativity. Um, we'll end it with anybody who wants to create something with us, reach out to me. Anybody who wants to do a podcast with us, reach out to me. We got links everywhere. I got email addresses. You can fill out the stupid box where you can click the link and schedule a meeting. Um, there's like what Fan Fusion was what 3 months ago, and we already got 2 new podcasts. Like, hey, I'll take that. I'll take 4 new podcasts a year. 6 new podcasts. Well, three, four is eight. Okay, eight might be a little much, but I'm like, I'll be happy with 2 more before the end of the year. So I'm going to try and reach out a couple of other places, see if anybody else wants to podcast. But we're going to start producing some shit, guys. Multiple shows coming out. It's fun. I'm telling you, I'm having a blast. So you guys just keep doing you. Reach out if you have any questions. Um, one episode 133, A Whimsy Z. What one was missing? And then the hint is two of it looks like there's two missing, but one, but technically it's not. It's only just one. Um, it's a play on words. So the two that you think are missing, one of them technically might be, but it doesn't because it's a play on words. So I'll let that go. I'm gonna run that for the next like 3 weeks and see if we can get anybody to give me the correct answer. Um, and we'll release it eventually. 3 weeks from now, I'll give you guys the answer. Um, give you guys a chance to listen to it. I'm curious if you guys come up close with the answers. You guys have a good night. It's nap time. No, I got to schedule a bunch of interviews, I think. I'm going to send out some friendly reminder emails and see if anybody wants to schedule anything. Check out Whimsy with the Z. Mark is fantastic. Uh, remember, he had the unplugged episode where he wasn't doing so great. He's doing fantastic right now, and it sounds like it, and it's real. Uh, Danielle is a fucking blast. So come back on Friday and check hers out. Check out Cine Amigos. They release on Sundays. And Storytime with Mr. C also releases on Thursday. So check them out also. And now officially, you guys have a good night. And talk to you later. Whimsy.